Hi, this is Amy Blaine. Welcome to the ExplorePeoria.com Entertainment Report, brought to you by Avantes.
Hi, my name is Jake Van Horn. I play Joe Gillis in Peoria Players' production of Sunset Boulevard, and I'd like to personally invite you to our performances, which are February 2nd through 4th, and then 8th through 11th. I play Joe Gillis, who is a down-on-his-luck screenwriter and also the narrator of the show, so really the first character that you will meet when the show begins. And he is telling you basically the story of the past 6 months of his life. And it begins with a meeting at Paramount, which goes horribly, horribly wrong for him. He does not get anywhere. He's out of money, he's out of work, and he's about one more day away from having to go back to Dayton, Ohio and explain himself. So while he's on the run from a man trying to repo his car, he hides out in an abandoned mansion, which happens to have somebody living inside of it. And Joe meets Norma Desmond in this mansion, and Norma Desmond was the biggest silent film star of the era. And so Joe immediately recognizes her, but she's been out of work for 20, 30 years because it's silent film. We're in 1950s. But she has this plan to make her return to the stage, to Paramount Pictures, to make a movie with Cecil B. DeMille, the biggest director of the time, who was a character in the show played by Bill Ciardini. And Joe sees an opportunity to prey upon this woman's delusions and get some money out of her, and he offers to help her edit her screenplay, which he knows has no chance of ever being made. And that is sort of where I begin to find Joe a really interesting character to play, because he starts off the show pretty relatable. He's a guy from the Midwest. He's not succeeding in Hollywood. He's kind of down his luck, so he sort of immediately gets the audience's sympathy. But then when you see his interaction with Norma, that he is really taking advantage of her, I think the audience will start to question whether or not they like this guy. And that becomes a pattern that the show follows throughout the rest of it, that he goes sort of back and forth between being likable and not being a very nice guy. And that's what I've really enjoyed playing him, is because he's not outright good, he's not outright evil. He makes him feel so real. Norma Desmond truly is the star of the show. Joe may narrate the show, but Norma Desmond is the star. She is the greatest star of all. She is not as delusional as she appears to be. Joe makes a very bad judgment call, that he thinks that he can fool Norma. She has her own scheme.
I'm Vicki Snyder, and I play Betty Schaefer in Peoria Players' production of Sunset Boulevard. Betty's character is interesting because she kind of throws a wrench into the storyline with Joe and Norma Desmond. They kind of have a thing going, but then he meets me, and I make things a little bit more complicated. I also complicate my life because I'm all set to marry another, and here I am working with this experienced screenwriter who I actually respect and really look up to, because I've read some of his work before, and that relationship develops over the course of our writing. The love story that happens between Betty and Joe is really highlighted by the beautiful music written by Andrew Lloyd Webber. You'll hear a lot of the romantic swells with the orchestra, which is sounding terrific.
This is based upon a film of the same name that was made in 1950. It had Gloria Swanson and William Holden in it, and it is an amazing, beautiful film.
So please come out and join us. We open February 2nd.
Avantes has so many choices, we can only name a few. Spaghetti, ravioli, tortellini, chicken parmesan, fettuccine and lasagna, tasty pizza, and the list goes on. Avantes has so many choices, it's great Italian food.
Find Peoria area events and entertainment when you subscribe to the ExplorePeoria.com electronic newsletter. It's free. Sign up today at ExplorePeoria.com.
Anything you need to know, and the only site you need to go, ExplorePeoria.com.